From the 1,000 meter marker, Kel's Wave, and also Coldplay, very slow to go, very green as Coldplay. Four of them across the track. He's a keeper's right there. Lucara has a good position, and then comes Lunaberg. Vision of Trust is near the rail. On the outside, Kinkatini tries to overcome that draw. Then comes Delectable Desire, followed by the Man Walk. Fives Wild's got the red cap near the rail, and then Green Emperor, Joe's Joy. The other two are way back. Top of the lane and the leader, he's a keeper. Lucara's thrown out the challenge. Between the two of them, there's Lunaberg who's trying to put in a claim. Kinkatini's towards the outside, and Vision of Trust is now trying to put in a go. But it's still he's a keeper at the 200. He's a keeper, the leader from Vision of Trust. He's a keeper by a half length and is keeping going. And it's he's a keeper who's going to win. He's a keeper has won it. Vision of Trust will run second. Lucara ran third, and Lunaberg took fourth. So the winner is number 3, He's a Keeper. He's a Keeper is the Path Fork, and it's Anthony Delpage. They took the lead shortly after the start. There were 4 of them across the track, and there is this tailwind. It's not a gusty tailwind, but it still is very strong, and He's a Keeper finds extra to win it. Second, number 2, Vision of Trust, which was the tote favourite. Third place to number 5, Lucara. Fourth position to number 12, Lunaberg. And further back was Delectable Desire. Then came Joe's Joy. As for a horse like Coldplay, extremely green, got left and didn't know what the game was about. He'll improve a good few lanes. Kinkatini, also another one from a wide draw, was prominent, no extra. But he's a keeper, and this is the Path Fork for Alison Wright. And then Vision of Trust has got the white noseband. But He's a Keeper finds that extra. 7th time at the track, wins it and pays up $350. Back to the studio.
Well, He's a Keeper has come through to win, and he had some pretty decent form as a juvenile, as we mentioned in that preview. His last start, Alison, what happened there? He needed that run?
No, Dees obviously ran in the KZN million race, and it's just too far for him. He does have a breathing problem. I think he's got more of a soft palate than anything, and we tried the tongue tie. And I'm not too sure last time he just didn't raise a gallop. I don't know if the tongue tie was too tight or he didn't enjoy that. We took everything off, and he was much better today. He showed pace, which he didn't do in his last start. So we're a bit confused about that. Very happy, and very happy for the Champtomars syndicate in Mauritius, to Christian Afrazier who's put it together. Thanks very much. We really appreciate him getting behind the yard and supporting us.
It's been tough for you guys at Summerfeld, and I'm sure Spurts and the same with all the rain and the less work, but this horse, he seemed pretty fit today.
Well, Dees, he obviously didn't race too long ago, and obviously we didn't have as much rain as down here, and we were actually able to work on the Thursday, which was surprising. But I think when it rains that hard, the water just runs away instead of sitting on the track. And I think also, I worked him on Wednesday, and I was a bit concerned about how it worked, and I don't know if it was him working on the poly, maybe just jarred him up a bit. So I did put Kevin off a bit after that, so I'm probably going to get fired as the work rider. But well done to Ant, nice to have him back, and he's revived after his holiday. And well done to the whole team at home, and to Hollywood, our sponsors, and to Highlands, the breeders, Highlands Stud.
We'd appreciate some comments on your runners to come.
We've got Special Encounter, hoping he can run into the quartets. Shindigan, I think she also has a place chance. And then we've got Mumsy and Mr. Roy, hoping, also for, I think we've got mainly place chances again.
Mumsy's Jet, give us some confidence. Come on now. I like the horse today. I know Mr. Roy is a decent horse on his day, but Mumsy's Jet, what solid form, Alison?
Yeah, Deezy, obviously Mumsy is Mumsy. He comes here, tries his hardest. We don't like running them that close, but there's not too many races for him coming up, so we've taken to run him again today. They've taken their runs well, so just hoping for another honest run from him.
Well done, yeah. All the best for the rest of the afternoon.
Thanks very much.
Lovely. Alison, right, let's get jockey Delpesh in. And Alison did mention back from a holiday, 2 meetings in Gauteng. One on Thursday, one on Saturday, 2 winners. And your first meeting back in KZN after a break on a ship somewhere, Bonji.
Yeah, nice to have a break at the end of the season. You worked hard the whole season and your body's finished and you need to freshen up, and I had a lovely holiday. I'm rearing to go again, so I'm feeling good again. So, yeah, it's good to be back.
Well, I mentioned, quick on the board, 2 winners up in Gauteng, Thursday and Saturday. Today, this horse not winning out a turn because he had some good juvenile form, Anthony.
Yeah, I've ridden him. He's always run very good with me, and his form has been fantastic, and I would have thought he would have won by now. But he's only got a little problem. He battles to breathe, and I know him very well. I know he's a horse you can't pull back on him, and you have to let him stride it or else he chokes up. Yeah, I jumped and I got the lead, and I thought, I think if he keeps on going, and he might beat these horses a little bit better than them, but he's obviously his problem is his wind. But he's a lovely little horse. He won a good race, and I said to Kevin, I thought he was my best ride for him today.
What about the balance of your rides? I know it's tough. I've spoken to the jocks and the trainers. They all say hard racing today. The exotics should pay handsomely, but of your rides to come?
Geez, I think racing is very competitive. I couldn't pinpoint any of them and saying this is my best ride. I think most of my rides have got each way chances. Races are very difficult. Most probably my best rides are all drawn in the bush, so I've got to overcome the draws.
Give us a comment on a horse called Last Tiger. You were not here when he made his comeback run. It was a good effort behind the stable companion.
If you're going to ride a horse that's honest, he's the most honest horse you're going to ride, and the trip may be a little bit short for him, but he has won over 1,400, but he's a horse that's going to give 200% when he's out there.
Thanks for that. Welcome back. All the best with this win.
Yeah, thanks very much to Kevin and Alison. I don't do any work since I've been back, so they've done all the work, so I appreciate the ride. And to my sponsor, Wilgeborst Drift and Maritzfontein, thank you.
Lovely. Delpesh and Wright teaming up here with He's a Keeper. Well done to Christian Lafrassin with the Champ Mars Syndicate, number 3. He's a keeper. If you caught this quartet, the numbers you'll need 3, 2, 5, and 12. And up next will be the start of the PA race number 3, 13:05, 5 past 1.